name's Geoff Hanlon. I'm Professor of Pharmaceutical Microbiology here at the School of Pharmacy and Biomolecular Sciences. All the work that I've done has been practical, solving practical problems, because that's, I think, what's relevant to me. So everybody's heard of MRSA, everybody's heard of C. diff, everybody's heard of antibiotic resistance. And one of the problems that we have now is that although we're seeing this developing resistance, we're also having a problem because the pharmaceutical companies aren't actually producing antibiotics to the same extent that they were before. So we're running out of therapeutic options. So people now are looking for alternatives. And one of the things that we've been looking at is the use of bacteriophages, which are in fact viruses. So they're viruses that don't harm us. They purely and simply attack bacteria, and they're very specific in that respect. And what they do is they attack the bacterium, they multiply inside the bacterium, they then reproduce, release lots of other viruses, and those viruses then go on to attack other bacteria. So they're very effective killing machines. And in fact, we've known about them really for about 100 years. And the first therapeutic use of bacteriophages was way back in 1919. And they were shown to be very effective. But of course, around about that time, just around about the time of the Second World War, antibiotics came along. And in the West, we more or less lost interest in bacteriophages. We started on the antibiotic trail. But out in the Soviet Union, as it was then, and in Eastern Europe, they've persisted with the use of bacteriophages. And so one of the things that we're interested in is trying to bring that technology now back into the West and try and explore the potential of it and see whether it can be used for things like MRSA. We do have collaborations with people out in Georgia, in the former Soviet Union, so we're calling on their expertise. But there are also a lot of companies in this country that are interested. And there are a number of issues that we have to address. One is showing that these things actually do work, and one is showing that they're safe. And so we have to convince the public, we have to convince the regulatory authorities that this is something that we can actually go forward with. And one of the first approaches we thought would be appropriate was to use or to develop a product which was a decolonizing agent. So rather than treating an infection per se, to use say a hand rub that would actually remove the MRSA from the skins of nurses and from patients and so on. The future really is trying to solve this problem of antibiotic resistance. It's something that isn't going to go away, and it's something that we've got to try and address.